So let us now move to the second part of our session, from Plato's cave to Castoriadis' labyrinth. Cornelius Castoriadis was a 20th century Greek-French political philosopher who wrote on the liberation of our imagination. To think is not to get out of the cave. To think is to enter the labyrinth, he wrote. Our world is in a state of being, according to Castoriadis. It means it constantly changes. Think about it for a second. Is there also any change in the world that Plato describes, as we discussed before? For Castoriadis, to be searching for a truth, for an end, is itself an illusion. We are building our own labyrinths, our own philosophies, and we need to keep asking questions. Only this way we can see through the cracks in the labyrinth walls that we have created for ourselves through thinking. And we can so maneuver, go through ever more labyrinths. This way we change ourselves. What is important for Castoriadis is the concept of autonomy. Autonomy is the freedom and the responsibility each one of us has to participate in all the decisions that affect our lives, in all the common decisions in our families, in our schools, in our communities, and to keep asking questions. Castoriadis on imagination. According to Castoriadis, humans who don't will or want anything, they have their imagination trapped in a bottle. So they have to make decisions between givens. Givens are things that have been there all along and might continue to be, unless they challenge these givens. Unless they ask questions, they are not free. When they cannot think for themselves and with the others, they will act out of fear and will erect solid walls. They will only see danger and enemies on the other side of the wall. Or they won't care to question why a wall has been there in the first place. So now let us move from the Greco-Western world to some Asian traditions and philosophy, where each one of us can only be thought of in relation to the others and to the world around us. So man, according to these traditions, is connected to everything around. There is no wall to separate man from the world. Lao Tzu was an ancient Chinese philosopher who lived in the 6th century BC. He was the founder of Taoism and the author of Tao Te Ching. According to Taoism, there is an underlying harmony in the apparent disorder of the world. Humans are drawn to what is most hard and complicated when the way of the Tao is natural and easy and brings joy. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Worry and ambition can become a wall, an obstacle to happiness. According to Lao Tzu, we should look to nature, to the ecosystem, to the cosmos for lessons on how to live a better life. Harmony in Taoism means unity and diversity as in nature. That is a variety of things coming together, codependent. So walls made of rock and nature are alive with a cosmic life force called Qi, the breath of nature. All is empty space. All is Tao. The Tao is called the Great Mother, empty yet inexhaustible. It gives birth to infinite worlds. The doors and the windows are cut out from the walls to form an apartment. But it is on the empty space within that its use depends, according to Tao Te Ching. So Lao Tzu's advice to us would be the following one. Be like water and care for the empty space between the walls of your house, between the walls of your classroom. Fill them up with infinite worlds, with unity and diversity. So let us now try to find out what emptiness means in Taoism. The answer can be found in the Book of Nature. Try to empty your mind from thoughts of homework, schedules, bombardment from TV news, video games. from what others think, from the need to be the best and the fear of being the worst, from whatever is not Tao. Stay still for a moment and observe the way the light reflects upon the ripples on the water. Does this wonder in nature make you think of our lives as human beings? Can you imagine and draw an image of human ripples? Water is fluid, soft and yielding, but water will wear away rock, which is rigid and cannot yield. As a rule, whatever is fluid, soft and yielding will overcome whatever is rigid and hard. What is soft is strong. Lao Tzu. So let us now move to an exciting activity. Think of characters in books or in films who were soft and strong and made their way through walls. Feel free to send us your thoughts. So here we've reached the end of part 1 and part 2. We hope you enjoyed it. We're going to be moving now to part 3, where we'll be narrating the story The Little Mouse and the Red Wall by Britta Teckentrup. We'll be asking philosophical questions specific to the story and more general ones by referring back to the philosophies we have just discussed. And we'll be finishing with an exciting project. Mind yourselves and talk to you soon.